Good day, this is AJ Farzad with successwithloa.blogspot.com, and you can see most of my posts and videos on my Facebook page. Good day, this is AJ Farzad with successwithloa.blogspot.com, and I am going to explain something from a scientific view that I have been reading about and hearing Abraham Hicks talk about for a long time. And I'm hoping that Abraham and Esther will hear about this and comment, or even let me know if I'm correct or not, and then we'll connect it into how you manifest things based on the law of attraction. So I don't know what I'm going to call this yet, but it's going to be something about ask and it is given, explained scientifically. Okay, so for the longest time, I've noticed that Abraham Hicks says that when you ask, it is automatically given. So whenever you ask for something, it's given, it's immediate. And then what we have to do is put ourselves in a vibration that will foster receiving it. So what I'm going to explain to you is really exciting to me because I'm a scientist, and when you just tell me that something is just the way it is, I don't have that belief until I can actually prove it scientifically, or at least I can find some scientific principles that will support these kind of statements. So I was very, very satisfied when in the course of my reading, I am reading Napoleon Hill's Laws of Success. And in the first introduction part of it, Napoleon Hill, now this is, remember, this was done in 1928. So we are now in 2018. So in 1928, Napoleon Hill said that thought vibrations are at such high frequencies that there are even higher than visible light spectrum. So keep that in mind, because I'm going to post a video of Dr. Neil deGrasse Tyson explaining what happens to things and time when we approach the speed of light. I'm going to put that in here, and then I'm going to come back and we'll chat again.
And if you take it to the limit, let's take it to the limit. Is there anything around that actually moves at the speed of light? Sure is. It's not a material matter. It's light moves at the speed of light. Photons, the carriers of light, move at the speed of light. So, if time slows down as you approach the speed of light, then the equations tell us that at the speed of light, time stops.
Okay, I'm back. So as you saw, this is someone that has PhDs all over the place. He has almost 14 honorary PhDs in addition to his own work. So he's not just someone that you pick off the street to explain something. And when he explains the fact that when we approach the speed of light, time slows down. And actually, when we reach the speed of light, there is no time, so time stops. If we could go at speed of light, things would be instantaneous. This is kind of interesting because, as you know, the sound needs a medium to transport. So when you create a vacuum, sound disappears. But that's not the same thing with light. So we know in space there is no air, right? So it is a vacuum, and yet we still see the light of the sun coming through. So at the speed of light, there is no necessity for a medium for it to transport through the vibration. And also it happens almost instantaneously for the particle that is going at the speed of light. And he explained, excuse me, that if, for example, we were going at the speed of light, immediately things would happen. So, putting what Napoleon Hill taught us, and with what we know about the speed of light and time, our thought vibrations, when we come up with a desire, we are sending out that thought vibrations. From the standpoint of that thought vibration, it is instantaneous, and hence when you think it, when you ask, it is automatically given. So now, how do we bring it into this manifestation? And that's the key. So when Abraham Hicks talk about get yourself in the feeling place of having it, and then you will have it, this is what I think you're talking about. There's an institute called the Heart Math Institute. They have measured the vibration that comes from the heart as well as the brain. And they say that the vibrations of the heart are thousands of times stronger than the vibration of the mind. And in fact, they are so strong that they can go outside of our atmosphere, and there hasn't been an instrument invented to be able to measure the full potential of the vibration that the heart emits. So heart and feelings are approximately what we are talking about when we say that if I say that I'm going to be a millionaire, that thought process has already created that desire. It is automatically given from the standpoint of that thought. And yet, I now have to get myself in the receiving mode. So I need to take that from the thought vibration and bring it and manifest it here when I can actually use it. To do that then is bringing the feeling into this whole equation. I can't say I'm a millionaire when my gut says bullshit, right? Because there is a difference between the vibration of I'm a millionaire and the BS that my feeling is giving me. And yet the feeling is what's important in this physical reality, because we know it's already there. And until I can get myself into a vibration of actually believing it and feeling the way I would had I been a millionaire, there is no way of manifesting it in this life. And that's the scientific basis of this entire law of attraction, and it gives me comfort. So how do you do that? So you have to go in slow increments. If you are dealing with a millionaire thing, you need to get more general, because whenever you say, okay, I'm a millionaire, and your gut is saying, BS, you're away. You can't get from here to there, as I have mentioned many times before. So you need to go get more general. Things, something like, I know millionaires that have been exactly where I was before. I don't have to get the millions right now, this instant. I know that it is coming because I have been desiring it, so the momentum of my current has already built up. And get yourself until you are feeling good. And the more you can prove to yourself that these things work, the easier it'll get. Things of like manifesting a parking spot, a cup of coffee. Last night I was messing around with actually trying to manifest a feather, and it still to this day amazes me, because I was listening to a YouTube of Abraham Hicks, and I'm like thinking, and I'm getting into a really, really good place, and I'm going, okay, I want to manifest a little feather. And as I lie down on my pillow, something stuck me in the head, and when I reached back and I pulled a feather out of the little pillow, and there it was. So, you can say, yeah, AJ, pillows are made of feathers, but do you know how many times during the year I spend in hotels, sleeping on hotel pillows? And you want to guess how often a feather pokes me in the back of the head? Not that much. So these things actually make me feel good, make me be able to believe in the fact that, yes, I can manifest these things. And when you practice it for yourself and prove to yourself that you can do it, this whole manifesting game takes a new perspective and becomes easier for you. I hope this makes sense. And as always, till next time, pure success.